Well, yeah, the judge moments ago sentencing Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years behind bars, telling the court he took into consideration that Diddy.
In a breaking development that has sent shockwaves through the music industry, Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop history, is now facing the most serious chapter of his life. For decades, Diddy was known as a kingmaker, a billionaire mogul, a cultural architect who shaped modern hip-hop, fashion, and business. But today, the headlines tell a very different story. As cameras roll and the world watches closely, Sean Combs learns his fate, a moment that could permanently redefine his legacy. This is not just another celebrity scandal. This is the collision of fame, power, justice, and accountability. This is the real story behind the breaking news.
He said he was sorry to all other victims of domestic violence. Diddy called his own behavior disgusting, shameful, and sick, and he said it cost him his career, his reputation, and his family. He also then turned in the courtroom to his children and apologized for letting them down, saying that he had not been the father they deserved. And he really pleaded with the judge to give him another chance. But again, ultimately, we now know that the disgraced media mogul who was once at the height of the music industry has now been sentenced to 4 years behind bars. The judge said that any of Diddy's past good works could not overstate the record in this case. The witness testimony from women who said they had to endure years of physical and emotional abuse at the hands of the rapper. Will, I want to send it back over to you.
Quick follow-up, CB. The prosecution was looking for anywhere around 11 years, and the defense team for Diddy was looking for something like 14 months. As you mentioned, it came back at 4 years. Was there any visible reaction by Combs in the courtroom when he was handed down that sentence?
Before the controversy, before the courtrooms and headlines, Sean Combs was a dreamer from Harlem with unmatched ambition. In the early 1990s, he emerged as a visionary producer and executive, launching Bad Boy Records and helping define the golden era of hip-hop. Artists like the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Mace became household names under his guidance. Diddy wasn't just producing music, he was building an empire. From music to fashion with Sean John, from television to alcohol brands, he became a symbol of success beyond rap. He showed the world that hip-hop artists could be CEOs, moguls, and billion-dollar brands. For years, his influence seemed untouchable. But behind the spotlight, whispers began to grow.
Right now, I'm still waiting to get some more details about the reaction that we saw from both sides inside the courtroom. But Will, I do want to point out that the judge said that the requests being made on both ends, he said they were not reasonable requests. And I think that determination on his part ultimately led him to hand down that sentence. I'm looking at my producer who's about to hand me a note.
Every empire has cracks. Over the years, rumors about Sean Combs circulated quietly, never fully breaking into the mainstream. Many were dismissed as industry gossip, the price of fame at the highest level. But recently, those whispers became public allegations. Civil lawsuits, legal complaints, and disturbing claims began surfacing, forcing the public and media to re-examine the image of a man once celebrated as untouchable. News networks like Fox News and others began covering the story intensively, not as entertainment, but as a serious legal matter. The tone shifted. This was no longer about celebrity drama. This was about accountability.
In a matter of moments, but right now we know this sentence has just been handed down from the judge. 4 years behind bars. Like you mentioned, defense attorneys wanted a 14-month sentence, saying that the time Diddy has already spent behind bars was adequate punishment, arguing today that Diddy's businesses and reputation have already been destroyed. Prosecutors, on the other hand, said Diddy was not sorry and that his apology was phony and that there was some serious harm done to the victims of this case. Like you said, they wanted a sentence of at least 11 years. Ultimately, we know a sentence has now been shared with the court of 4 years behind bars for Sean Diddy Combs.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.